Right, in today's episode, we are going to be doing the Bonneville Boulevard Trailhead. Today's scooter is going to be the Kaabo Mantis 10, the special edition. They don't make this one anymore, so check it out. Yeah, guys. See these zip ties here? You always want to make sure that if you buy one of these, whatever type of scooter, make sure you get zip ties on there so that your motor wire doesn't get in contact with this and gets cut. So as you can see, I do it on both sides here. There you go. And then also, if you're new to scooter riding and you've never been a part of it, you're going to want to get yourself some. You can see that there. Some pipe PFT tape. Most of you guys probably know it as what's that called? Teflon tape. Yes, you want to get Teflon tape. You're gonna want to put it around here, put it around there. It's just gonna help everything stay tight. Just things I've learned throughout the years of owning one of these scooters. All right, let's see. We're gonna start the day off with 93% or something like that. I don't know. Can't really tell what's going on. I don't know why it's so fucking blurry. Is that better? It's like trying to autofocus. I don't know what that was going on. All right, but today we are going to do the BST East City Creek Trail uphill. So start here, and then we're gonna go. Maybe we'll stop at the bike park, and then we'll go up here, and then we'll see if we can do this to this City Creek saddle, and then back down. So we're gonna see how the scooter does, and this is one of my favorite scooters. I've been having it for over 5 years. So they don't even make this one anymore. This is the special edition one with the 1,000-watt motors. So all right, here we go. So everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Drive Electrics. I hope you've been enjoying all the other videos I've been doing, and if you haven't been enjoying it, well, that sucks for you, because I've super been enjoying making them. Somebody reminded me that I have to ask you to like and subscribe. If you can, like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not doing this for any other reason than just for my pure enjoyment. So all right, so let's go with this BST. What was it? The BST East Creek Trail. All right, I don't know what happened there, but I don't know if you guys are very well versed in these scooters, but one thing that you need to do, especially if you have this high-powered scooter. This is the high-powered, it's the super edition, special edition. It has a ton of power. I would recommend not being in like the highest mode for this type of climbing, because it's super gravelly. I mean, look at this. It's super gravelly. It's a straight dirt trail, and after riding these for 5 years, like I've done this trail so many times on this scooter, and I can't believe it took me so long to start recording, doing all the fun stuff I've done. Like, I've been riding these scooters all over the place, like so many cool places, and now I'm excited that I finally took that leap and got a pair of glasses and saw that I could record all my cool rides. But when you're riding up these hills, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to want to stay in like a low mode. It looks like I'm going super fast right here, but this is probably only like 8, maybe 10 miles per hour. Like, I'm not going much faster than that. I just have it in mode 1, dual motor mode, and in eco mode, because outside of that, like, it's just way, let me say it one more time, way too much power. Like, you pull the electric throttle and you'll just send it. you'll just send it, yo. Like you'll be burning out. You'll be like, if there's people behind you, you could throw rocks at them, and like it's just not a good idea. So I just keep it in, and then also you'll probably crash too. Like I haven't crashed yet, but you know, damn, this is a cool ass trail. You know, I kind of honestly like watching it more than more than doing it for some reason. Like it's kind of funner just to watch than to actually be out on the trail, because when you're out on the trail, you have to really pay attention, and like you're like trying to balance yourself and do all this stuff, like, you know. And this is the Mantis 10 SE that I'm running on. The reason I've started recording is because I recently bought that Mantis X, the kaabo Mantis X, which is, I'm pretty sure it's just the same scooter as the Mantis 10, right? X equals 10, 10 equals 10. I'm pretty sure they're like the same thing. But I bought these glasses so that I could start filming what I'm doing, because like, yo, this is just basic stuff that I'm doing right here. Like this is basic single track trails. Like just wait till I show you guys what St. George is or what Moab is. I go all over the place on my electric scooter, you know. It's just so easy for me to carry. I grew up as a big time mountain biker, so I got a big time mountain biker. I really enjoyed mountain biking my whole lifetime career, but as I've gotten older, I just don't like being like so sweaty and so tired after like doing stuff that I want to just do. You know, I want to be able to get up in the mountains and, you know, enjoy my time and not have to be like fucking feel like I fucking, you know, died or not died. Feel like I feel like I was just exhausted. You know, I'm just over that. So that's the reason I got one of these scooters, and ever since I got it, I've honestly given up mountain biking altogether. Like I've s- sold the mountain bike, and I sold the mountain bike. So now I just ride the scooter everywhere. It's one good thing about these scooters for real is that they're easy to maintain, yo. So easy once you figure it out how to do it after you've done it like 1,000 times. Like replacing tires, replacing tubes, putting in new motors because you didn't put in zip ties, so the motors freaking get caught in the rotors and they break because, you know, there's like nothing holding that in. Like they're just little things that you learn along the way, and luckily I know a lot about them now. So if you got any questions, feel free to leave something in the comments, and I can show you or tell you a few tricks on how to maintain your scooters so that they can last long like this one has. I mean, look at this. It's has almost 3,000 miles on it. So, and this is where I mostly ride it, you know? Like there's a few trips where I'll ride down the road, you know, to the grocery store, to other places, but for the most part, these are the type of trails I do. I was gonna do that, but nah, I was thinking about it, but it's a lot. Like they're just kind of like you got to like do jumps and stuff over there. Like it's kind of rough. So just think about that when you're getting one of these scooters. Like, what do you want to use it for? You know, do you want to use it for high speeds? I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend even going over 20 miles per hour on these scooters. I mean, easily they can go 40, but yo, there's a lot going on, yo. When you start going that fast, 40 miles per hour, like anything, like you're asking to get injured. So I would keep it under 20. When I go ride with people that are brand new to scooter riding, like never ride, I always tell them, hey, don't go faster than you can run. Like if you can't run that fast, don't drive it that fast, because if somebody pulls out in front of you, if you're on the road and you're going 40, you're probably going to hit them. Or if there's a nail on the road and you don't see it going 40 miles per hour, you're gonna get a nail in your tire. So I would obviously recommend everybody just to keep it chill, yo, at all times. Like there's, I mean, I guess there's reasons to go that fast, but I mean, look at all the regulations they just put in for us, right? So many regulations, you know. So like you gotta have insurance if it goes over 28 miles per hour. You have to get it registered if it goes over 28 miles per hour. And that is because individuals are out there crashing on them because they're driving them like they're crazy. Like, oh, one more other thing. If you get one of these scooters, don't do that stupid ass thing where you pretend to push it with your foot while you're driving it. Like don't do that, you know? Don't push, don't pretend to be like pushing the scooter with your foot. Like just don't do that. You're gonna fuck up. You know, I promise you, you're gonna hit your front of your toes, and you're gonna like swerve, and you're gonna crash, and you're gonna run into a fucking curb and break your spleen. Like it happens. Like these scooters are not toys, so just keep that in mind if you do decide to buy one, or if you already have one and you're just looking to get it. Just keep in your mind that these things they're not toys. They are serious tools, bro. They are serious tools to get you from point A to point C to point D to point F to point G to point Z. Like they're serious tools that will do the job, and if you use them correctly, you can have longevity on them and you can have a great time. So I bet you guys didn't even notice how fast that was. I just went right up that hill, yo. Like probably didn't notice on the video, but if you've ever done this trail on a mountain bike or if you ran up it, you know that it's not easy, yo. Like it's straight uphill. Like I said, it's straight uphill. But I still keep the scooter in dual motor mode 1, and eco mode on the Kaabo Mantis 10. Just because it has so much power. Like you'll be slipping and sliding everywhere if you try to go higher than that. So just keep that in mind, yo. And then also, if you guys like it, maybe you can donate, because I would like to go. I'm like, donate, give me some money, like I need it. Whatever. I actually wouldn't mind making money off YouTube because I have way big plans, and I'm gonna do them. I mean, all my big plans, I'm just gonna do it. It's not like I need any money, but I don't need any money to do the big plans that I want to do. But if you want to like, share, and subscribe, man, go for it. Like I'm still gonna go do it whether you like, share, subscribe or not. So, all right, here we are. We're at the nice stopping spot. Look at Salt Lake Valley, yo. Oh yeah. Also, but if you do want to spend some money on me, go for it. I wouldn't mind that because I would have enjoyed doing this whole trail for you, but you know, I can only record so much on these glasses and the battery runs out so quick. So I just try my best to get you guys what I can. Not you guys, mostly myself, so I can come back and watch this and talk to myself while watching it. Hey. All right, anyways, enjoy the rest of the ride. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Alright, so this is what we did so far. Started here. Then we came. The scooter did great up this crazy uphill. And then we came here, down through here, through here, and now we are back here. So I'm going to record this part on the scooter because this is what everyone wants to see, the downhill part anyways. This is where it's fun. So we're going to go 1.1 miles, another 1.1 miles, so that's 2 miles, and then we're going to ride here, and then another 3 miles, and then we're going to be back to the trailhead. Alright, so here we go. We're going to cruise down this road right here. This road, this trail right here is very super technical. If you're not very I need to get rid of that word. If you're not used to extreme mountain biking, if you didn't grow up doing it, or you're not very confident on these trails, you should just get out and try anyways, man. If you're gonna fall, you're gonna fall. So what? Like, if you're gonna fall, you might hurt yourself. It's not a reason to not try something just because you're gonna fall and possibly break your head open and break your arm or puncture your spleen on one of these crazy rocks. But just go ahead and let's watch this for a second. Now on this trail, I've done this one before. I have other videos on the Mantis X on this same trail. And I wanted to show you the difference between the kaabo Mantis X and the kaabo Mantis 10. Now, the real big difference between these two scooters is the suspension for one, and then the speed for the other one. Right now we are on the Mantis 10, right? This is the 10, the special edition one. And I wish they would have kept this scooter around for real, because it's probably one of my favorite ones. It's the speed of it is just out of control. The braking system is great, and the battery life is amazing. One of the best things about this Mantis 10, though, is that the deck size compared to the Mantis X. I just barely recently got that Mantis X, but this Mantis 10, the deck size on it is much longer. It's not as wide as the Mantis X, but it's much longer. So if you got big feet like I do, if you got size 17 feet like I do, then you probably want to get like the 10. I don't know if they still make the 10 in this same size of deck, but I know that it works well for me. So unlike on the Mantis X is my feet are always hanging off the side. But when it comes to it, like truly comes to it, the Mantis 10 or the Mantis X, they're both going to take you where you need to go. I mean, sure, the Mantis 10, it's an older model, so it doesn't have as good a suspension. The stem isn't as strong as the Mantis X, but like, I would take either one of these scooters down almost any of these trails any of the time. So let's just go ahead and I'll just go ahead and watch for a second. As you can tell, these trails are not like designed for comfort. And this is where the the suspension of the Mantis 10, I mean, it just eats it up for real. Like, I don't know if you could just tell right there, but the ruts and everything here from all the bikers going through, and you should see the looks I get when I'm riding this scooter or the Mantis X, and I'm cruising on these trails where mountain bikers are. They're looking at me like I'm wild, and it is wild because the Mantis they have these little tires. They have like 10-inch tires, and you would think that they're not gonna be able to power through, but like with ease they can just cut over these trails, and it always amazes me that the tires just don't explode and pop. Now I'll tell you one thing though. I will tell you one thing on the Mantis 10. I do have these on the Mantis 10 and the Mantis X. I have different. They have different tires. I'm not really sure what type of tires I put on the Mantis 10. I do all my own. Whoa, look how steep that is. I do all my own maintenance on my scooters. So, like, and I've learned a few things. I've learned a few things throughout the years of. Whoa, Jesus! I've learned a few things throughout the year. What a view! I've learned a few things throughout the year from doing these scooters, from fixing them, and all of that. So, one thing you're really gonna want to do is make sure you have zip ties on the wires in the front. They have these like on them. They come with they have like one little thing that's supposed to hold the wire there. But let me tell you, that thing will. As soon as you get on a trail like this, like within 1 mile, that thing is gonna fall off, and you're gonna be having major problems. I've done it. It took me at least 2 different times to figure out what was happening because I did cut through the motor wires twice, once in the back and once in the front. So you don't really want to be dealing with that stuff. You don't want to try to replace the motors. Motors are kind of expensive. I think for the motors on these ones, they were like $350 for each one. So yeah, like my maintenance just on this scooter right here that you're seeing, like look at these guys. I dusted them, they were so slow on the bikes. But the maintenance on these scooters is actually kind of difficult. So if you don't have really good idea or understanding of how to fix things, I wouldn't recommend taking it on trails like this. But honestly, the tires that I have on the Mantis 10 right now, I haven't popped them in a couple months actually. I used to have big, massive problems with popping the tires, and that was at the beginning of when I was learning to ride, how to ride correctly. And whoa, I mean, look at this. I couldn't even make that turn. It was way too steep, yo. It didn't look steep, but I had to get off and walk because it was so steep. You want to figure out how not to pop your tires, right? Because when you have to pop your tires, you're talking 20, maybe, like if it's your first time trying to change one of these tires, shoot, it took me maybe 5 hours to do it the first time. But I got faster. Now I can do it in about 30 minutes. But I've figured out a few ways on how to keep the tires in shape and to not pop them. The number one thing is don't go too fast. I know the scooter we're on, the scooter you're watching right now, has a top speed of about 42 miles per hour. But no way, I would that's when you're gonna start having problems with the tires. You're gonna go 42 miles per hour, and something about it on the inside, I don't know if it just heats up and pops or what happens, but every time I've had a pop tire on this, for the most part, it actually happens on the inside near the motor, not on the outside when I look at the holes. And I think it's just from how it spins and like just it gets whoa, I got some air off that. Just how it spins. So just think about that when you're getting your own scooter, you know? If you do decide to buy one of these, I mean, they're very capable to do everything you need to do, but just because it can go 40 doesn't mean you should drive it 40 miles per hour. Like, it makes sense why they have all these new rules coming in with the e-scooters. Like, hey, you have to get it registered if it goes over 28 miles per hour. You have to get it insured if it goes over 28 miles per hour. Like, just because it can go that fast doesn't mean you need to ride it that fast. Like, when you're really on these things, what did I do here? Oh, I think I stopped so I can make sure I can record. Keep recording for you. All right, let's keep it going. You're gonna want to, yeah. What was this? Why they're going so fast, dude? Honestly, on these scooters, like 16, 17 miles per hour is fast enough. Like I mean, if you want to go out and run it at as top speed and all that, you definitely can, but it's really not that interesting, really. I mean, and you're gonna miss a lot, and that's why you're gonna have pop tires. Because if you're on the road, like let's say you're driving down one of the roads, like I don't know, whatever road you live on, and you're like, I'm gonna go 40 miles per hour the whole way. I can guarantee you're gonna pop a tire. I've tried it so many times. You're gonna pop a tire. I don't know like what's going on. I don't know if the tubes they make are not designed to be spinning that fast, but I know for a fact that you're gonna pop a tire. You're gonna have to walk your scooter home, or you're gonna have to call an Uber to come get you. And that's just embarrassing. So you can just ride at 17, maybe 17 to 15 miles per hour, and the tires and the tubes will continue, and continue. I had to figure out that the hard way, but now that I know that, like, I'm just gonna keep doing that and riding slow and keeping it safe, man. You don't want to get injured on these scooters. Like you see it all the time. Well, that guy was flying. That's how bikes go, right? Because they have those big tires and they can move, and that guy probably feels safe because he has a helmet. But you're not gonna want to go that fast, on these scooters. Like, just take your time and enjoy the ride, man. Because when you're going 40 miles per hour, you're gonna hit nails that you don't see. You're gonna hit potholes that you don't see, and then you're gonna have to be way more ready and way more responsive when you're going that fast too, because a lot of cars aren't going to think you're going to be coming at them at 40 miles per hour on a scooter. They see you standing up if they're even looking. Everybody I see most of the time, they're on their phones or fucking playing with their dick or something while they're driving. So you're just going to want to be like patient on these scooters and figure out how to really ride it. And then just to let you know, on this trail, I was only in mode 1 the whole time. Mode 1, eco mode, dual motor mode. That's the best way to ride this scooter for real. If you really want to know, especially if not on the road, but if you decide to take out these scooters on. It looks how fast I'm going. I'm only going like 8 miles per hour, but it looks like I'm going way fast, right? I'm only going like 8. Like that's how fast it is. So, yeah. See, if you're going 40 miles per hour over that, you're gonna eat shit. Like I guarantee it. You're either gonna eat shit or you're gonna pop a tire, and you don't want to do any of that. So, I just keep it in mode 1, dual motor mode and eco mode, especially on this trail. But I mean, this is the Mantis 10, and it has with the 1,000 watt dual motors, so it has a lot of power, like a lot. If I was on the Mantis X, it doesn't have as much power, so I'd probably keep it in like mode 3, because I think mode 3 is about like top speed is around 17, and I just haven't figured out I haven't ridden it enough yet to figure out how to get out of that dead zone on it. It takes like a little bit to figure out how to ride a scooter properly. So, but if you have the Mantis, if you decide to get the Mantis 10, which you're not gonna find this scooter because they do make the Mantis 10, but they only make, whoa, look how big these rocks are. That's what I'm saying, yo. You always got to be prepared. I think I got off and walked right here just because these type of if you're a mountain biker or you're like a big time into these things, you know that this type of terrain right here is how you pinch a tire when you're going over these big rocks and then you pop a tire. So whenever there's big stuff like that, I just get off and walk so I don't put any pressure on the tubes. But if you're into this type of stuff, man, I think you should like and subscribe, because I have a great time out here and I want to record the whole thing for you, obviously. But I just don't have. Sometimes, like today, I tried to record the whole thing, like I was gonna do up and back, but then I forgot the power cord uh, to upload to like charge the camera I use. So I tried my best for you guys, and that's why I missed most of the uphill part after the big uphill, after this super steep uphill. Yeah. Whoa. But anyways, this is the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, all right? And this is the downhill section part of it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, if you're not very good at balance or if you don't have that much confidence in yourself in riding this, don't try it. Like legit. This part, like do that other part before I cross that little road looking thing. Like do that part, but this part of the trail is super intense, yo. It's super intense. It's super downhill. You got these super rocks everywhere. And if you don't know what you're doing, like look at this. I had to get off and walk right here because yeah, right. Like it's too crazy. Like you can't really tell on the camera, but it's too crazy. Yeah, you're just gonna want to like not do this. Like it was pretty intense, Like it was pretty intense. So I'm actually gonna just shut up now, and you can enjoy the rest of the ride. Alright, players, we made it. So, scooter's still intact, surprisingly. Bolts are still there. It's like, I learned the tough way. You gotta use the tape, bro. Always use it.